So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Olushola Popola, a chartered accountant, investment advisor, and also a life coach, and also privileged to be the president of the RichVision Cooperative, one of the number one online cooperative, very good online support system that you're going to get around here. All right. So, talking about that, we want to look at what is this system. Ladies and gentlemen, every time in an era, some people just have to kind of think outside the box to see what can be done. For quite a long time, we began to look at, I think it stemmed from the fact that some of us wanted some loan. I've been in the corporate world for a while, worked with some wonderful company, the Coca-Cola company, and it was wonderful working there. Decided to become an entrepreneur. And going to become an entrepreneur, you just think everything is going to be easy, especially when you are in a corporate world and you're trying to resign. Everybody, I read books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, and my head was just swelling that, it's as if when you resign, there's so much opportunity of business out there. And truly, truly, some of us, we came out of corporate world with great hope and believing that things will just, I have the ideas, my head is hot, I have good ideas. Well, that's how we left. When we got into that system, started working as an entrepreneur. At times I tell people, you see, when you are earning salary, when you are earning an income, it's good. But the day that income stops, theory is different from practical. Theory, oh, you can just do like this, you just go to do, it's just they will tell you. But when you begin the practical, when you begin to experience real business, you will know that everybody that tells you yes do not mean yes. You will begin to see the challenges. The support system, people that you can easily run to before and say, please, I need 2 million naira. They give you the 2 million because they know you are working and you will easily pay it back. They know that you are working and you will easily pay it back. So they can easily lend you. But the moment they know that you are no longer working, you become, they want to treat you with arm's length. They want to be careful. So you don't easily get the money as you used to get. Then you want to go to the bank. Okay, they say the bank is your friend. Go and get money from the bank. You can get a loan from the bank. You get to the bank is telling you you need a collateral, you have a parcel of land, you have a car, and they ask you for all the particulars of your cars and everything. You have guarantors, and then they tell you that the loan is going with an interest of about 25%. 25% for an SME, small medium enterprise. I'm going to do that. That was when I opened my eyes. I said, how can I take a loan from? Then it was one of these banks that I wanted to take a loan from. Say 24% or 25% for how much do I know I'm going to make in this business that you are charging me 24%? Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the things that battered the organization, the RichVision Cooperative. So please, if you are here for the first time, I want you to pay attention. Just like I said, click on the subscribe button and the like, and make sure, because you might have one or two questions before we are done in this seminar. So click on that like, subscribe. If you don't click on the subscribe button, you may not be able to make comments in the stuff. All right. So just look at that button. You see subscribe. Just click on subscribe. Click on the like, and then after 5 minutes or thereabouts, you'll be able to make your comment. All right. So let's cut into it. I want to just do a short presentation for you to, so that we can all just get the flow here, guys. I believe. Yeah, I believe you can see my system. You can see my all right. All right. So if you can see my screen, just type clear there. I'm just trying to confirm that the screen. Kindly just comment in the chat room, in the comment section, just type clear, so that I know that it's visible. I'm trying to use another device to. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome to the Rich Vision Cooperative presentation. Quickly, so how it all started, the desire to give people and entrepreneurs opportunity to have a base fund for business. We started something during the COVID period, and during that COVID period, quite a number of people, we had an online training where we train people on how to trade the financial market. We train people on how to trade the forex market, the stock market, and things. And after training, you see a lot of them come back to us that we should come money. Do you have some money? If you have some money, I can give you. They say, "Oh God, I don't have anything." How can you want to go into business and you don't have anything? Are you working? He say yes. Where are you working? I'm working in social place. You mean you don't have any savings at all, or something like that? And it's kind of it's not okay. I hope you are still seeing my screen. Did something just went off here? Okay. I think it's still showing. All right. So these are the things that made us to start, part of the things that made us to start the cooperative. So the need to develop the saving culture in the midst of poor financial support from the formal financial institutions. A lot of financial institutions, you can't go to any financial institution as a startup organization and they say you want to collect loan. They won't give you. It's not done. Nobody. It takes angel investors to want to give someone. Okay, I'm seeing that the screen is off now. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cookies. Wow, I like that name. Why is Studio YouTube sharing your screen? So why did it stop? Sorry, I'm trying to see why share screen, entire screen. Just a minute. Share. Sorry for that. I hope it doesn't trip off again. I hope it doesn't trip off again. Okay. So sorry for that, please. So the need for to use the power of leverage to build business. When we come together as a team, when we come together as a group of persons, your 100,000 naira might not just be enough for you to start off a business. But if you and I combine our resource together, one of us can start a business that can generate money, and then others too can, start something. So that is the idea behind the cooperative model. Then to create a global business network of people willing to help each other to succeed. These are some of the reasons, and to create a base to stop financial lockdown for members. All right. So the cooperative was originally, please listen to this. Cooperative was originally registered as a multipurpose cooperative society in 2020 with the Ministry of Commerce of Lagos State. But as we began to expand, we quickly had to, we upgraded to a limited liability company that same year due to limitations imposed by multipurpose cooperative license. The kind of way we are operating across borders in about different continents in the world. So we needed something that is more global, hence the name RichVision Global Alliance. Do you understand? It has since grown to a membership of over 1,200 registered members in more than 4 continents in the world. Wow, is that not fantastic? We're growing in leaps and bounds. The expectation is to make the cooperative a global digital financial institution providing low cost support for its members. That is our objective. That is where we are going. And we're looking at ourselves in the next 5 years to be a fintech organization that will help and create support system for our members. Now, if that vision is big, who are those that are going to be driving, this vision? So we have presently 3 persons at the board, apart from other leaders that we have in the organization, and that is Mr. Olushola Popola, FCA, the president, and then we have Mr. Obafemi Raji, is also that's the Secretary General, a graduate of who owns master's degree in engineering and business management, also being in financial business, being a bank manager and things. You understand? And then we have Mr. Kulema Jekudumi also, who has been 3 decades in the financial, with experience in the financial industry, especially in the treasury of one of the biggest banks in Nigeria. You know, we can't take all this knowledge that we have, use it to work for companies, and we will not be able to create something outside for ourselves. So how does this work? How does it work? Let's quickly look at, like other cooperative organizations, it's all about savings and lending. That is what cooperative is about. You know, come together, let's save some money. There are, however, some features in the workings of RichVision. Now, I want you to please pay attention to some peculiarities of the way that RichVision operates. For every contribution made, please pay attention, 80% is credited to your wallet as your monthly savings. Now, that means if you contribute 50,000, 80%, which is about 40,000, is credited to your wallet as your monthly savings. The balance of 20% is considered as your contribution to the leverage pool. Your contribution to the leverage pool enables you to earn a commission that is withdrawable every month. The leverage pool creates an avenue for interest-free loans to be made available for all qualified members and provide repayment for such loans, making the repayment of loans seamless and without stress. You know, oftentimes when we say interest-free loans, you know, some people ask that if you're not taking interest, then how are you going to manage? How are you people doing it? I tell you, there are different ways to you know, is it to kill a rat or something like they call it? There are different ways in which the system, you know, in our own system, you kind of pay it forward. So when you are making your contribution, 20% of your contribution goes into the leverage pool. And how does the leverage pool, when some of you don't understand what leverage pool, let me quickly give a simple analogy of the illustration of what leverage pool looks like. Now, you buy a car, your car is worth 20 million naira, right? Now, you pay for insurance for that car, maybe 5% of 20 million. That is about is it $10,000? Sorry, sorry, excuse me. 5% of 20 million, maybe it's about 1 million naira. Now, this 1 million naira is what you pay. So you bought the car on the 1st of September and you took it for insurance. You paid 1 million to the insurance company. Now, maybe on the 5th of September, you traveled somewhere, God forbid, something happened and the car was stolen, or the car had an accident and you were alive. Do you know what? You will go back to the insurance company and tell the insurance company, this is the incident that happened. And what will they do? They will indemnify you. How much have you paid? There's a leverage pool in the insurance company that everybody is contributing money into. Everybody is contributing money into. So your car might not have an issue throughout the year. My car has an issue. They will indemnify me. You don't have a problem. Next step, you say, what if my car? what if I don't have an accident at all? Fine, you don't have an accident, but what if anything happens? What if you need it? Do you understand? So the question is, where did the insurance company get that money that they used to buy you another car? It is from the leverage pool. So in RichVision, the 20% that is going into the leverage pool will enable you to be able to earn income and to have access to interest-free loans. All right, it will give you access to that interest-free loan. All right, I think that's I've really trashed on that. So leverage pool is the pool of 20% of your savings, and from which the following benefits are drawn. Please, I want you to take notes of these, the things that are drawn from this 20%. Number one, commissions. 16% of the 20% in the leverage pool are paid as commissions to members, while the cooperative earns at least 4% for administrative purpose. Now, listen to this. For most of the, when we pay out 20%, because the cooperative also tries to create an employment environment, an empowerment environment. So we pay out 16% of that contribution to members who are doing the other part of our organizational business, which is thrift management. You will get to learn more on that as I go on. Then 4%, the cooperative is only keeping 4%. So that 4% helps us in a great way. So interest-free loan, it is our participation in the leverage pool that allow the cooperative to advance interest-free loans. In essence, all future interest expenses have been prepaid. Now, I think, are you getting it now? Are you getting it? Because you have done 20%, anytime you contributed 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 80% of it was taken, 20%, it didn't hurt you. Now you need a loan of 2 million naira. And then they tell you, you are told that you can take 2 million naira because you have prepaid. You don't need to pay. You don't need to, and it's interest free. Come, who does that? In this economy, economies all around the world, how do you take money and you don't pay any interest on it? You have kind of paid it forward. Now, dividend payments also. In this leverage pool that we put together, we make sure that every year, in addition to other investment platforms that we have, treasury bills, what do you call fixed deposits and other things like that, 10% of your saving, 10% of your savings is paid to you every year. Annually, you get paid 10% as returns on savings. And also subsidies that our members enjoy. There are some things, just take for instance, we are doing the NHIA currently, the National Health Insurance Scheme, where we are helping members to pay without charging them any additional charge, because the cooperative, they've kind of paid ahead for all those services. Now, how do we save? Each member will select a monthly contribution package. We don't earn the same kind of income. But one thing that we always advise you, for people that are working, unfortunately, you know how to pay everybody. You just don't know how to pay yourself. You pay your mechanic, you pay your laborers, you pay the children's school fees, you pay your landlord, you pay. The only one you don't pay is you don't pay yourself. And one of the first people you should pay is you. The energy that you have today will not be available 10 years' time. But if you can learn to pay yourself now, you will make good enough saving. That's the principle of pension. That's the principle of pension contribution, so that you can pay yourself now. So most of us that are entrepreneurs, you don't have any pension contributory scheme and things that you are putting your money. So, but you can put in something here. So now, what do you save? We advise 10% of your monthly income. So if you are earning 50,000 naira every month, you just take out 10%, which is 5,000. You are earning 100,000 or that range, you take 10%. You are earning a million naira in a month, your income is about a million naira in a month. You can, bring out, you can be an eagle and save $100,000, 100,000 naira monthly. I think that is clear. Remember, and I always say it, money that you have not saved will not save you. Now, let me quickly come back here. As a finance person, I always tell people saving is not what you do, especially when inflation is high. Inflation figure in Nigeria now is currently, I think, about 32%. With inflation at 32%, we are giving a return on investment or savings of 10%. It doesn't match. For me, financially, it does not make sense for me to save. Do you understand? It does not make sense. 30%, and then what is the interest rate? So now, but listen, this is where RichVision is different. If you're going to be making your savings, every month you are saving 10, 50,000 or thereabouts in your bank, let's say in any of the commercial banks. At the end of the year, maybe they are giving you 3% interest on your money. If there's any emergency, if there's any need for money, you can't go to that bank and say, I have been saving with you. I've saved 1 million, I need 2 million. The bank is not going to answer you. Where are you coming from? Do you get? So that means my money has lost value. But when it comes to the cooperative, if you save 1 million with the cooperative, following other terms and conditions, you can access 2 million. 2 million interest free. So that makes it that you can access emergency funds via the cooperative, double of what you have saved that you can get from the bank. I hope you get me. All right, please, if you just join in, I've said it that if you want to be able to make comments, kindly click on subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. Once you click on the subscribe button, wait for about 5 minutes. The system is going to give you opportunity to be able to, excuse me, to be able to make comments. So click on the subscribe button, like button, and also you can, there's somebody that needs to hear this. Just share, be good enough to share it. I tell you, it's something that everyone should, listen to. So these are the various contribution, and you should do your contribution every month. Unfortunately, in the cooperative, if you don't make a contribution this month, you can't backdate. We expect you to do it on monthly basis. So that is that. So how do we save? We have a partnership with a bank called Hello Microfinance Bank. Are you getting? Some people say, are you people legal? Are you this? I say, well, if you are not legal, if you don't have your legal documentation, you can't open bank accounts. Talk less of having an integration, an API integration with the back end of a bank system. So that's to show you how much the banks would have scrutinized us to be able to do an API integration with our system at the back end. All right. So that's that. So we have that partnership with Hello Microfinance Bank that every member, as you register, once you register, you get a wallet system with the bank where you can pay your money into, and there's a system between the bank and the RichVision Cooperative that will mop up the funds and put in your monthly contribution. All right. So now, quickly, so you talked about interest-free loans, zero interest loan. How does this work? Now, listen, please. If you have not been paying attention, pay attention right now. All loans are interest-free in the cooperative, and repayment period for all our loans is 8 months of equal installment. That is, if you take 100,000 naira divided by 8, or let's say you took 80,000 naira divided by 8, that's 10,000 naira. That is going to be your monthly repayment. You are not paying for any interest. Focus on your business. build your business, repay your loan so that you can access another one. Some people are able to repay their loan in less than 3-4 months, and they take up even a higher loan. So, what makes you eligible? Once you have spent a minimum of 6 months in the cooperative, you're eligible to get a loan. So we have three kinds of loan. One is what we call the cash-backed cooperative loan. The second is the guaranteed cooperative loan. The third is the thrift manager loan. I know many of you don't know these things exist. So let's explain it to you. What is a cash-backed loan? Now, for the cash-backed loan, eligible members, once you have spent up to 6 months in the cooperative, you don't need a guarantor. Maybe let's say you've contributed up to 100,000 naira, and you suddenly need 40,000 naira quickly, 50,000 naira quickly for something, to attend to something in your house. You can just request for a loan. Now you say, "Hey, but I have 100,000 naira. Why am I not taking out of my money? Why are you calling it a loan?" Now it's a loan because it puts an obligation on you to pay back, because you could run to the cooperative because you saved money. So if you don't pay it back, when there's another challenge in the future, where will you run to? So when you consider it as a loan, you will know that yes, you need to pay it back. For that kind of for that kind of loan, you don't need a guarantor. And mind you, for that kind of loan, it is not your money we are giving you. You have 100,000 in the account. That is what is there. It is not your money we are giving you. We are taking from the contribution pool to give you that 40. You know why? Let me tell you this. If though you have collected that loan, if it comes to your anniversary and you have been paying back regularly, when it comes to your 1 year anniversary, the cooperative will still pay you return on your savings, 10% on whatever you have saved, not minding that you have a loan, because it is not your money that we took up for the loan that you access. Oh, I hope you are getting me. If you got what I just explained, just type "I got it." Type "I got it." Remember, you have to subscribe so that you can be able to, make that comment. Click on the subscribe button and then you'll be able to make the comment. All right. So that is the cash-backed cooperative loan. And you can get up to 80% of whatsoever you have saved. All right. Now, what is the second one? Is a guaranteed cooperative loan. What is a guaranteed cooperative loan? Eligible members must have been at least 6 months in the cooperative. And here, we don't ask for collaterals. The only thing is that we request for guarantors. Loan is secured with guarantors' savings. In this situation, you can access up to 200 savings cover. That's, you can get up to twice double whatsoever you have saved. So we have some people recently, I think that this fellow has saved about 1.5 million, and she got about 3 million naira as loan just like last month. All right, about 3 million, interest free, guys, interest free. Can you imagine? And that loan, I'm so glad about it, because this person is able to do what she wants to do. And she started paying. She had to even put in what we call post-dated checks, so that she doesn't forget to pay back every month. That's business, guys. So the loan is secured with guarantor savings. For this kind of loan, the system requires that you should have at least two guarantors in the cooperative that can cover you up. Now, why do we ask for guarantors? It's for your benefit and for my benefit. I can take a loan and something happens, I'm not able to pay back. Remember, that loan was taken from the pool of the money of all of us. So we don't want a situation where somebody, and since the time we've started, we've had 100% performance on our loans. The repayment period is also 8 months. You pay equal installments, and default may result in the collapse of the guarantors. If there are defaults, it will affect the guarantors. And there's a way we even defend the guarantors. There's a way we protect the guarantors also. Now, the third one is the thrift managers loan. Wow, this is the best. This is the best in our system. This loan is applicable to thrift managers only. These are members who are business owners in our cooperative. Now, thrift managers are like what do you call thrift managers? Most of you would have had somebody, all these Babalajo, a Susu collector, a Dache collector, and things. Do you know that those people get paid every month? When people do this thrift management, they contribute maybe 1,000 naira every day. There's a percentage that goes to the thrift manager. The same thing in RichVision. If you are part of the people that you like to refer your friends, tell your friends about the RichVision, and they come to save in RichVision, you get a percentage. Remember, we said 16%. You can get up to 16%. Can you imagine? You can get up to 16% of savings, of income from deposits of people in your team. Is that not fantastic? Because when I say up to 16%, you have level 1, 4%, 4%, 4% up to your level 4. So 16%, guys. This is what thrift managers, we have a lot of thrift managers that are earning this kind of income. What we simply did was the adjust system that the people do, the market, they do it locally. We just brought it to the online space. So the members that are qualified here, so their earnings, the beautiful thing about the thrift manager's loan is this. As a thrift manager, when you take a loan, you don't need to pay back from your pocket. When you take a loan, go and face your business. Do the business you want to do. Do the business you want to do. That is the truth. So then how do they pay back? Because they earn an income from the cooperative has a way of reducing the loan from their income that they are collecting. And quite a number of persons are enjoying it. The members that qualified here are the following members. People that are platinum members, we have silver members, we have gold members, and we have ambassadors. Now, all these levels, you can attain any of these. What does it take to become a platinum member? And so on, you can get. Now, a platinum member, you must have personally, introduced about 5 persons into the cooperative that are active. And generally in your network, you have between 35 to 50 persons. We are not saying you brought in 35 to 50 persons. We are saying maybe you had 5 persons, and out of the 5, maybe the 5 of them, introduced the cooperative in their offices, just like the adjust thing that they do in their offices. They brought, and the thing is growing. You don't even know how it's growing, but you just suddenly see that on your system, you see that you're a platinum. Man, you can access this loan. And so we have platinum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What are platinum? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A platinum 1 is somebody who is contributing 5,000 naira monthly. A platinum 5 is somebody who is contributing 50,000 naira monthly. And platinum 6 is somebody who is contributing 100,000 naira monthly. Now, what is the maximum loan that you can collect? Interest-free as a platinum 6 member is 900,000 naira. Oh my God. Now, listen to this. This platinum member has only saved 100,000 naira 3 months. 3 months that's how much? That's about 300,000 naira. But because he's a platinum member, he can access at the 3rd month, not 6 months. Thrift managers access loans from 3 months. Please, I want you to pay attention. Many of us don't understand this. People that brought you in, maybe they don't understand it. They need to get this. A thrift manager who has, brought in other people into the system, saved only 3 months, 100,000, is qualified to collect 900,000 naira interest-free loan from the organization. See, guys, this system has been made perfectly well for entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, you know that you are working somewhere, you know in the next 2-3 years you'll be going into business and you will need money support system. You better start doing something here right now. I'm telling you, you don't get this anywhere. A lot of things have gone into this system to help entrepreneurs. If you are someone who just wants to save money so that you can buy a car at the end of the year, no, 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 no. The cooperative is not for you. I mean, it's not for you. Go and save your money with a commercial bank. But if you are an entrepreneur, you have that business that you are not in business now. But in the next 1 month, in the next 1 year, in the next 3 years, you want to go into business. Then you begin to build your equity right now. So that is for the platinum. We have the other ranks, just like we showed you, the silver member, the gold member, the ambassador. Each level has its prerequisite, but I don't have the time, so much time on my side that. Now, we call this program a save and earn program, a save and earn. So in the cooperative, there are incentives and residual income that members. So we have two major ones. We have what we call the membership acquisition income, because every member pays about 2,500 naira. So whenever somebody registers in the organization through you, whether you have 5 persons, you have 10 persons, or you don't have anybody, but because somebody registered through you, from the 2,500, you are going to earn an income. I think you earn about 300 naira for every registration, from your first level to your fourth level. What I'm saying is this: somebody came into the cooperative, I introduced my wife into this cooperative, she registered and she's doing her savings, and she talks to her friend, her colleague in the office. If that one begins to save, she's going to earn that registration bonus of 300. I'm going to earn that registration bonus of 300 also, even though I don't know the friend. And it goes up to the fourth level. So we have the team leverage income also. What is a team leverage income? When you hear the word leverage, the language of the rich is leverage. The language of the rich is leverage. If you are not leveraging any income now, I tell you, you are on your way to penury. So we put up the system that each member can leverage on other people. You must have had what you call OPM, other people's money. This is earned from the monthly contribution of members in your team. It is earned monthly, and it is the most important income to thrift managers. It represents 4% of the monthly contribution of members in your team. You earn up to the 4 levels of your members in your structure. To qualify, now listen here, there's a qualification for this. To qualify, you must have at least 5 active members that you personally registered. If you just have 3 members that you have registered, you will not earn that team leverage income. They have to be 5 active persons. Whether they are doing 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, that is not the problem of our system. Our system will go ahead and pay. The key word is to be active and have at least 5 active members. So look at what this can amount to, guys. Just look at this. Membership acquisition income. Let's say in total, you took this thing up as a serious business and you really want to grow extra income, and you have at least 10 persons. Whether the 10 persons are doing 5,000 naira, they could be the Okada riders in your area, they could be the Marwa riders, they could be the market women in your area, they could be your colleagues in the office. Because you know where you are going, you are trying to build a financial future for yourself. So you have 10 persons. For each of their registration, you earn 300 naira. That means on 10 of them, you will have earned 300 times 10. That's 3,000 naira. Can you imagine that? Now, if these 10 also decide to do what you have done, and they decide to have 10 persons also, so that gives you 10 times 10, that's 100. Remember, this is for thrift managers. If you are not ready to earn an income, you don't need to do this. Just keep on saving and make sure you have at least 2 persons in your organization that can stand as guarantors for you. That's all. So, but I think for every wise business person, for every wise person that wants to be a business person, you have to think leverage. Look at the kind of income. This might come in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years. You've earned about 4 point something just for people registering. But that is just a tip of the iceberg. Let's look at the main kind of income, the one that comes every month, guys. Now, look at this. The team leverage income. Let this column here, the first column represent, let's assume that everybody in your team, they are just contributing only 5,000 naira. Here represents everybody in your team is just contributing only 10,000 naira. And so on, you are here and everybody in your team is doing about 100,000 naira monthly. Now, if you have maybe 10 persons in the cooperative, in your team, and they are only doing 5,000 naira, every month you earn about 2,000 naira from the cooperative every month. And they do 10, let's say everybody's doing 10,000 naira. That means every month you are going to be earning about 40,000 naira. You know, you are doing 100,000 and you are earning 40,000. That means next month I just need to add only 60,000 naira, and then voila, I can be paying. And it gets to a time where the system, I can make money that I will use to pay for my own in the system. Now, let's look at something here. Look at, by the time you have up to 100 persons, and that's 100 persons in your team. Not that you brought in 100 persons. The network was just growing. Oh my God. Your monthly income is about 400,000 naira. Do you know that? Let's even come down to this middle. Do you know you can build a team of people who can save 20,000 naira monthly? Do you believe that? Or even 25,000 naira monthly? Do you know? Let me give you this. Do you know if you strategize and you talk, you go to one of these parks and you talk to business people in a shop, in a marketplace, in the office, and you tell them to do savings of 1,000 naira per day. Follow me. You tell them to do a savings of 1,000 naira per day. Many of them are already doing it. Do you understand? So if you tell them to do it in this place where they can access 2 times what they have saved, do you know a lot of them will be interested? 25. Now, look, do you know that by the time it starts to grow, guys, every month, you are ending up to 100,000. These people are just saving 1,000 naira a day. But because the system has a reward system process for you, you are earning this. At a point, you begin to earn 1,000,000 naira. And the network continues to grow. At a point, you are earning about 10 million naira. Guys, if this thing if it takes you 10 years, if it takes you 6 years, whatsoever it takes you to achieve this level, do you think it's good or not? Look, a lot of persons work in the bank, they earn promotion and income because of the people, customers that they bring into the bank. So here, you are being told that you can earn an income for the rest of your life. This is residual income, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so beautiful. I know, most of you are so averse when they tell you networking. You say, no, I don't like all this networking thing. I don't know. And you are always doing it. You are inviting somebody to church tomorrow, you are networking. You are inviting somebody somewhere, you are networking. You bought your plasma TV, your big screen TV, Your friend is asking you, where did you buy that TV? You say, I bought it at so and so, and the person goes there to buy. That company does not pay you any commission for it, but they pay, in this system, we tell you that we pay you for bringing this person into the system. How do you want to live? They say your network is your net worth. By next week, by God's grace, God helping, I think I'm going to be teaching and training on network. You should understand it. That is something that everyone should understand in this period. In this period, leave that thing. That what you know is not helping you now. Oh, I'm an engineer, I'm an accountant, and your pocket is empty. What if I show you a better way? What if I show you a better way that will not cost you anything? You're afraid, you don't want somebody to tell you no and think, is that what you're going to sacrifice for the comfort of your family? Ladies and gentlemen, why don't you learn? It's a skill on its own. So if you're going to be available, is this Saturday? No, I think I have an event next week. But then we're going to create, maybe it's going to be the next training where we're going to be training on how to do what is this networking about. Most persons don't even understand. They understand the art, but they don't understand the science. There's a science to every business. The art of it is bring people. Did you keep people anywhere that you are going to bring them from? Where did you keep them? Go and bring people. No, networking is not about bringing people. There's a science behind network marketing. So that is why some of our members are earning big right now. And you are there in the same space. You are here in this cooperative. You are not earning anything. You are saving. You are still working, sweating yourself to pay your monthly contribution. Oh my God. There are members that from what the commission that they earn is what they use to pay for their monthly contribution. Look, it's not about working hard, guys. It's working smart. We're going to be doing more trainings on that, guys. So why do we talk about RichVision? Why RichVision? Now, propagation and inculcation of saving culture. You should have a saving culture. Everyone. And because we discourage bank savings, we encourage this kind of savings so that you can have better access to more funds when you need them. Then for your children also, and for many of us, our children, our words, your parents didn't save for you. You too, you are not saving for your children. I wasn't doing that until I had this cooperative, when we had children, they will say open an account for them. When daddy is broke, mommy is broke, the next thing, go to the account and go and get money. But with the cooperative, you are not going to be accessing it anyhow. Convenience. Operations are digital, which makes registration, monitoring, and everything. You can look at. I'm going to show you the back end so that you can see what our systems look like. The required monthly contribution is within capacity and ambitions of members. The member of the cooperative avail income earning opportunities. All loans are interest-free. Annual credit interest of 10% per annum. Health insurance. Last week we were talking about the healthcare insurance cover that we give we provide for our members without collecting extra money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is a synopsis. This is no longer a synopsis. This is the full presentation of what the cooperative is all about. This is a full presentation of what the cooperative is all about. So I want you to look at, guys. Let's look at it. Is this